In a time long ago, in a city filled with disbelief, there arose a group of young men who fervently believed in the oneness of Allah. The city was ruled by a tyrant king who oppressed anyone who did not worship the idols he had revered. These young men were steadfast in their faith and refused to bow down to false gods. As their devotion to Allah grew, they became more determined to break away from the king's tyranny. They decided to leave their city to save their faith. In their quest for refuge, they found themselves in a cave where they sought solace and prayed to Allah to protect them from the oppression they had fled. Having surrendered themselves to Allah's will, they fell into a deep, miraculous sleep. Allah, in His infinite mercy, caused them to slumber for many years, protecting them from the world outside. During this time, their faith was preserved, and the truth they held so dearly was safeguarded. Years passed by, so many that civilizations shifted. When they finally awoke, by Allah's decree, they were bewildered by their surroundings. Everything seemed different, and the young men were unaware of the time they had spent in sleep. Hungry and curious, they decided to send one among them to the city to buy food. Allah had instructed him to carry silver coins, a relic from the past. As this young man entered the city, he found that monotheism had spread across the region, replacing the once ubiquitous idolatry. He was confused when the townsfolk looked at him as if he were a relic. They marveled at the coins he carried, recognizing them as currency from a bygone era. The news of their miraculous story spread rapidly through the city, reaching the ears of the ruler. They were called forth, and their story was recounted to the king. The king was astounded by the divine occurrence. The young men, observing the transformation in the city, praised Allah and shared their tale, continuing to proclaim their loyalty to the one true God. Through a shabby cough, Allah demonstrated the power of faith. Their story became a source of inspiration for many, demonstrating the value of unwavering belief and trust in Allah's plan. The moral of the story is that steadfast faith in Allah will always lead to divine protection, regardless of worldly challenges.